Let's try to flip the camera, guys. It's not working. Don't know whether you guys can hear me. I'm sorry, I've failed miserably. I can't. YouTube won't let me into my account. I've had to come through another device. I can't go on my side to go live. Hello, Sharon. Can you hear me fine, babe? I've got no sound mics on or anything of the sort. But my views have been going up and down as well, Sharon. And you know, when you do a video, I can't comment on all of the comments that come my way. And I just went on to where I always do my lives, and it's not letting me get on. So I don't know what the hell is what's going on with that. So I must apologise. Please excuse me. I'll close this piece of shit computer down, and I'll get that sorted out. But I mean, what can I say? But today's points, we'll make it a short one, guys, because I know the big hitters are coming on in a tad later. But there's a couple of questions. Hello, Doka. How are you? And thank you, Sharon. Thank you for doing that sound check. Evening, mate. Can hear you. Full star, I had your door. Nah, he ain't got the arse, because if he takes me to a court of law, that deviant nonce, right? How can he prove me guilty on something that will not be brought up in a court of law? So we'll get the truth either way. But as you lot were saying in the chat earlier on that WhatsApp, it wouldn't surprise me if he's got the right wing and half the Ukrainian missing rent boys under his bed. You know what I mean? He's corrupt. I mean, that leads me to one of my questions here. I mean, you saw this bit of day and you've seen how I've been ranting on of the week. I honestly believe this country's fucked. And I don't care how you want to gloss over it and all this infighting, all this arguing, I'm finding embarrassing. And just all you all can do is just ignore it. And what all these dickheads that keep arguing, right, is what they've got to realise, that if they all united, what a machine we would have. Now, people ain't happy with Paul. Fine. Get over it, right? I did. Okay, I don't harass the bloke. But you know what? He's plotted up far away where they can't grab him and silence him. He's got an audience as bigger than the BBC and the ITV, right? He is a very important part of us saving our future. And take your hat off to him. He retired from the college so he could be impartial. And I just think, you know what I mean? I commend him for that. And just listen to the message, guys. You know what I mean? And you've got to remember as well, I've been watching too much, I think, to be honest. But you watch all of this, and some of this stuff on X especially is foul, and it's not very restore-ish, if you understand what I mean. It's I don't know what that's all about, and I don't know whether there's some form of psychops or something like that. I really don't, but it's just strange, isn't it? It's all very strange. So I'm keeping my gunpowder dry. The announcement was, I watched Rupert Lowe's speech, and that was Churchill, wasn't it? And I felt emotional. But the thing is, he's a farmer, and there only seems to be one-way traffic with that mob, to be truthful. Unfortunately, you show them all the support, but we never see them get down there with us. You know, it's... I just, yeah, says you're right, Doka, move on, get over it and unite, you know what I mean? But did you see that thing today, guys, about, with that, what's her name? What's that bloody woman that we've got? What's her name? Mahmood. I mean, talking about giving families 40 grand to leave. Do you know what? I saw a post earlier and I agree with him. I've been paying him, PAYE, and I'm willing to negotiate. But if they want to give me £35,000, I'll piss off. I won't put up no fight at the airport. I do not need to be escorted. I'll carry my own bags, and I'll go. You know what I mean? That is it's inciting, and also it's an incentive. I mean, could you imagine sitting somewhere and thinking, right, that's like 100 years worth of wages. Right, son, you're getting on a boat. You're going to get the rest of the family over there on whatever we can. And they're not going to be homeless. They're not going to go without, are they, while they're here? Because we're nothing but soft twats, right? And then they're going to just take that dough, take it back, and all live in a presidential palace for the rest of their days, laughing at us. I mean, that's how I feel about it. But I mean, she should. You know what they should do? If she really wanted to prove something, because at first I thought, you know what, Mamu, if you come up now and start really going a bit hardcore, you know, you might be able to do something for your party. But she hasn't. Everything she says, she always aims at countries that ain't really the problem. Okay, and then she throws in the occasional scapegoat. But the big problem in this country is Pakistani visas, Pakistani legal immigration, the Pakistani communities, the Pakistani Islamic Jihad, the Pakistani great gangs. Never addresses it, does she? You know what I mean? Because she's protecting her own. Hence why we need no foreigners in our parliament. As simple as that. If you can't swear allegiance to the people of this great country, right? Okay, fuck off. Simple as that. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Okay, I mean, I stand on the sidelines watching in, and I'm telling you this now. I'm embarrassed. I think our country's pathetic. I don't want war. No, I don't fucking want war. Of course I don't, man. Ask any poor soul that's been in war. They don't want war. But you know what? We can't upset everyone trying to please a little percentage of people that have infiltrated our political system, our legal system, our education system, the whole Monty, our police forces, our social services forces. So, you know, in Birmingham the other day, I've seen footage of them fighting in a courthouse in Birmingham. The solicitors were fighting between each other because one dared to have something to eat or break his fast. They all started kicking two bells out of each other. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's not the British way. We want some good old-fashioned Britain. And this ethno crap, right? Listen, I don't know what you could do with me, right? I've been here for how long, people? Giving it, you know, we've got to do this, trying to save the fucking country. You know, and then you've got all these lunatics about ethno-nats and all this, right? I'm English and I'm bloody proud of it, but I'm also partly Scottish and I'm bloody proud of it, right? I'm also 3% Welsh, a bit sheepish, but proud of it, all right? And I'm half the Republic of Ireland and I'm proud of it. So I've got a say in all these bloody holes. But where would I go, though? You know what I mean? I mean, would I end up in the Republic or would I end up with like a leg and a foot in Scotland? I'd say my little finger in Wales, you know, to keep things safe. You know what I mean? And you know, the rest of me spread over between them. I just don't understand it all. It's a load of waffle. This is a multicultural, not because we're a multicultural diversity piece of shit. No. We're all Gen X, man. We got brought up with people that are black, white, pink and blue, gay and straight. You know what I mean? We just want people that are patriotic to this country, that have been here, not just arriving. Okay, ain't got time for them people. You're causing our children harm. Go. Anyway, any one of you got questions? What's transparent and lies in the gut? I don't know. Yeah, it is a minefield. I'd say, listen, Doko, to be honest with you, mate, I've been thinking about this, right? Not her. She doesn't qualify. I'm sorry. She can't, right? There's a couple of reasons why. She was born in Pakistan, I think, or she's straight from one generation. I think there'll be a couple of generations in, I reckon. Right? No trouble from you or your family, or no signs of extremism. And when it comes to being coming into a British public office, it should be an affair where all your parents would be proud of you. okay, and you swear allegiance to our rules, our way, our culture. You don't give it, no, 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 I want a command and I want to do that shenanigans. No, our tolerance is gone to here. And this is what I think there's a phenomenon happening here. Well, I don't know if I said that right, okay, with Rupert Lowe. I think the silent majority have had enough. I honestly believe that. Honestly believe that. And I personally think that the more the Greens win, the more the people wake up, Reform will win overwhelmingly when the general election comes, because no one else could be ready. Let's have it fact, right? Okay, they're going to be in a position to do something, get change. Okay, they're going to take it. If they step wrong, I could see this ending very, very badly. And we're going to need the military coup or something, you know what I mean? But again, there could be a coming together with the United Kingdom, with UKIP, with bloody Restore, Advance, for every single one of them, apart from the raving. But I'm sorry, but I've not seen National Front, man, since I think the last time I saw that was in 1979, guys. And they actually were one of the biggest parties. I think they were polling at second. You know what I mean? And I think the people of Great Britain have finally had enough. I mean, how long do you think the normal Brits are going to take our children being sacrificed? You know what I mean? What person in their right mind, may you be black, Pakistani, Paki, whatever you want to call it, Indian, Chinese, what person with a heart, with anything about you, would want that on children? And that's what we're up against. We're against the nonces, the cabal of nonces. And I really believe that. And I've done a bad thing today. I went again, and that's your fault, Sharon, by the way. I went into that bloody Epstein files, man. Oh, I think you might be on the money with the big Don and co. Hey, they're not also innocent. The people that you think, yeah, he's good as gold. But, you know what I mean? I just hope that Rupert and Ben, for the love of this country, men, please, please, because I really do. I do like them both, but it's all about us now, not about other people and these foreign fucking wars. I'm sick of them all. This is what's got us here. Silly, I know, I know. And I tell you what else I discovered on that, Sharon, I was, without going too far into it, that the son of the last president, Biden, Harris, Biden, you know, Biden's boy, Biden Hunter? What a dirty little scumbag he is, eh? 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 I bet a lot of these, because he was getting accused at the time of having a lot of bingo going up his bugle. I bet he took a fair few taxpayers' dollars on that one. Hello, Fine Times. How you doing, my man? Baron, yeah, Baron, yeah. Whoa! And then I was reading it, grokked it. That's all photos, man. And you're there. That's what I'm saying as well, guys, with this debate gang scandal, right? You know, this is why I'm in this battle, right? I want Islam out of here. It's not compatible with us, and I want to save our children. But some of the shit that's going on is scary, mate. It's totally scary, scary, scary stuff. Yeah, Biden's son, Hunter. Yes, that's it, Sharon. Yeah, Hunter. Because at first I thought it was the Don's boy, but no, it wasn't. It was Biden's son, Hunter. And he's supposed to be a right dodgy git, you know, with the old, you know, it's a bit like Kia, you know what I mean? But mostly he had a little vessel as well, eh? You never know with that mob. I'll tell you what, we've got 25 in the room. I must say, I am over the moon. I am buzzing. I can't thank you all enough. If you haven't subscribed, everyone, please subscribe. I am sorry about this. So next week, I will do another live. This is my first live of the year. So I'm entitled to one balls up. And I've done it big time. But the next one, I'll get it all set up properly. And I do apologise and everything. I had the mic, the whole Monty, all ready to go. And it just went Pete Tom. So that's what's more important to you. What's more important to me, Mr. Jozo, my friend? Um, yeah, to be honest with you, if you really want to know my truth, I think Donald was needed and spoke the right words. But I've been around a long time, and I didn't like Donald Trump as a younger man. I thought he was big-headed, arrogant, and a bit up himself, mate. And he uh, he had a great habit of putting little subcontractors out of business and threatening them with legal action. And a man with a mortgage to pay can't take on a man what he does. He's a bit, but please. But what's more important to me is what goes on in this country. Yes, but unfortunately, sometimes what goes on foreign lands has an effect in this country, if you like it or not. That's an unbearable truth. Yeah, I've seen the Jim Carrey thing. Do you really think, well, they were saying that because he's really changed his look, hasn't he? Oh, I don't know. It seems a whole lot of all getting Rolling Stones, is he? Oh, Mick. I had a suspicion though there was been photos in the past released of him, and he's got an island. What's going on there then, eh? With all these young, beautiful, attractive staff, eh? Yeah, I'll bring back the live Stoker. I've got to get to set it up thingies, but you've got to understand, mate. Sometimes I get very nervous and panicky, and I don't want to step on other people's toes. So I just watch their lives, or I don't want to go into them. You know, I don't want to ruffle feathers. I'm not in here for fame or fortune. You know what I mean? I would like to think of myself as a nice, firm but fair middle right guy. I mean. I can't be racist, guys. It's not possible. From the way I've been brought up, I'm a product of my environment. I got brought up within the Caribbean community. You know what I mean? Yeah, some bits of it were rough with the young lads growing up, but you know what? The families looked after me, man, and they turned out to be very good friends. And a fair few of their mums as well represented me you know, in times of need. Thank you, Doka, mate. I mean, I miss doing the lives, and I'm glad that I got over 20. I'm starting to feel it just gets demoralising, mate. You know, you feel like you're shouting on, and I don't want to come across like that. I'm not trying to tell you guys how to go. I don't want that. I don't want to tell you guys who to watch. I just want all you guys to just get on, and then maybe someone will say something, and a light will come on somewhere, and we all know where we're going. But at the moment, to be totally honest, with the political scene, how it stands, remember that scene in Fools and Horses? And they're all outside and they miss the bus and they're all having to go get hotels and they all go off in different directions. And Trigger, it keeps walking back, forth, like with that dolphin under his arm. Like, that is exactly how I feel. That's exactly me at the moment with it. But I love the way Rupert speaks. And I think that Rupert should get in a room with Ben and work something out. And between them two great minds, with him steering the ship, with Ben doing all the other little bits and bobs that need to be doing, he can get that party up. He's got a party machine up and running. You know what I mean? They'll just jig up their manifesto and just do it. And we've got everything. I even feel there's space in there for Nick Cantoni as well. I really do believe that. And Tommy, to a certain extent, with Tommy, with his following. If they bring the following in. But I've noticed a lot of people are turning on Tommy. The worst thing I think he ever did was go to Israel and the way he's going on about that. I know that fine times. I know I ain't stepping on anyone's toes, but you know what? You know, all the stupid arguments that are happening now between guys like Jim Rance and, all of them guys, I don't want part of that. I'm not in here to have handbags at dawn. If you've got a problem with me, when you have a meet, we're having a walk and a talk. And if necessary, I'm nothing hard, I really ain't. But if necessary, because I'm a product of my surrounding. We'll have a toe-to-toe in a fucking phone box. It ain't a problem. I ain't got a problem with anyone. Hello, Marty. Long time no see. Good evening to you. I'm sorry I'm like this. I've had another technical balls up like I always do. But again, that's me, isn't it? You know me, guys. I'm such a technophobe twat. Oh, you tell me about your feelings. I haven't you around? Mr. Jozo, mate, what are you talking about? About your feelings, right? So I'm telling you about how I feel, hence it's my channel. So I'm telling you my opinion, right? Hence why you tune in. So you're feeling, you roamed around overloaded for decades pretending it's a feature. Roamed around where? Where have I been roamed around overloaded with what? Potatoes? What? You know what I mean? Get together. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, Sharon, I'm not really understanding Mr. Joso. So, I mean, let them be in there. They're not being rude or offensive, nothing of the sort. And I'm not taking it like that, my friend. Another thing about these, I mean, I'm trying to get a program to do this a bit better as well. So that you bring people on, you can talk to me. But sometimes I do understand that texting and messaging sometimes could be misread and misinterpreted. So, so I'm not going to go off or have a pop at him or her, Mister. Yeah, it is Mr. J. But you're welcome, my friend. I have your opinion, but I don't really understand that, right? And I've not been roaming around overloaded for decades pretending it's a feature. No, no, no. I don't go pretending, and I ain't no one's feature. Yeah. Yeah, but I have been around for decades, yeah, unfortunately. Look at the state of me. What's this, mate? Can't cope with this. Not with that being played by the pub guy. You know who I mean. And now a full grown men coming in. Do you know what, Josie, mate? I got an email up the top there, but you're more than welcome to drop me an email. You know what I mean? And I'll reply to you as best I can. I ain't here to fight you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I got to understand, you know what I mean, to give you a decent right of return, or otherwise this could snowball into something else. I don't buy the pub guy. Right. And also, you've got to remember, I'm not highly educated, okay? Can't go. Pub guys, I'm sorry about pub guys, but I've not been in a pub for decades. Whereas the people that know about me and my drinking. I don't drink, but pub guys, I mean, are the worst to listen to. Like Mickey Flanagan said, he goes, all the defaulties giving him advice in the pub. You know what I mean? That's what you get. All the guys giving it large that do Jack. Anything you cope with successfully with anything yet? I've coped with a load of things successfully. Yeah, what about your good self? What have you coped with? Who are the boxers behind me? Those are the signed shorts by the famous, great, marvelous Marvin Hagler. That's the big one. Then the top one up there is you've got Mackenzie, you've got Anna Minter, and the British champions all signed. You know what I mean? British champions. Sugar Ray Leonard, Henry Cooper. Was it Henry Cooper? Was it Henry Cooper? You know what I mean? Yeah, and I've got a signed England shirt from '66, signed glove from Gordon Banks as well. God rest his soul. But yeah, I love my sporting memorabilia. I've also got Larry Holmes up there. Uh, and then I've got my Arsenal stuff, and I've got the Beatle dude. Well, I don't know. Look, guys. Let's not give the guy any grief because one, as what I just said, could be on the drink, could be on the drugs, or could be confused. You know what I mean? Or could just be an idiot. You know what I mean? So just ignore them. But as I say, I mean, I've noticed this on everyone's chat. Well, I mean, we're getting it lightly. I mean, I thought I made some of you like Sharon. Find times, if you don't mind, I'll be making you a mod as well. I mean, guys, you know, what's the name? What's the name of the Brexit guy? Who well, there was so many involved, wasn't there? I mean, Farage, the Babbage, he was the bouncing around in the bus, wasn't he? It was him, when he had was it who was that bloody idiot? Was he Boris? Was it him? I don't know. Cameron called it on, but then pissed off, didn't he? You know what I mean? Because he couldn't handle. He only he was a tosser as well. So, but yeah, Farage, yeah, he is a twat. Yeah, Farage. Yes. I don't trust him, guys. I don't trust him. I think he's a snake. It's not the sort of fellow I would trust with my kids, if you know what I mean. There's something about him. And but you know what, guys? What would you prefer? Farage, the Islamic Green Party, or the Conservatives? Point one. You know what I mean? Or the Lib Dems, that Davy bouncing in as a jester. Can you imagine him on a state visit? Jesus Christ, we'd be asked not to come again. We'd be barred from the world. No, Doka, mate, that's it. And Doka, I'm going to make you a mod as well, mate. Okay, because like you guys are in the chat regular, and like, and if anything like that, as I say, it wasn't. They weren't being over offensive, and all of this messaging stuff sometimes could be misread. Tyler always preferred the mods to the phones. Yeah, mate. I was a mod before I become a casual, mate. You know what I mean? Mods all day long. I was a skin for one day, went behind B-Jams down in Edmonton, got my head kicked in by a load of punks. Never forgiven for that, mate. Never forgiven. Excuse me. The Islamic Green Party, question mark. This is from Ellie. Now, Ellie, what I'm meaning by that is the Green Party. Now, you would think the Green Party is all about the environment, all about, I mean, you'd think they'd be about to be all over it. But look, you've got to investigate and have a look in to the Green Party and see, you'll see that it's been hijacked. Look at their second in command. Listen to the way he speaks, how he's spoken, his public speaking, what he said about people. Okay, then you've got the idiot that's in charge of the Green Party. Now, the position of power leading any political party, it takes a responsible person, a sensible person, an honest person, and not a delusional donut. Now, he is a delusional donut. Hence, you as a woman cannot go into an office down Harley Street, meet this messiah of a man with a big gap tooth, and be hypnotized by him, and come out there as you walk in a size A or C, whatever it is, and come out there a treble D, you know, top heavy, big boobed, you know, model. The geezer is a loon, and that's what I mean. Okay, so you, Eddie Garner, that is exactly what I mean. The Green Party is not the Green Party that was the Green Party. You see what I mean? You know what I mean? They've slightly pivoted. They've pivoted. They've been they've been bought into. they've been compromised, and you'll find that is financially backed, and they're all just useful idiots like that silly girl in Manchester, and just let things unfold, because if anything, I see it as a bit of a blessing. You know what I mean? I agree with another bloke, and said that I think it's going to wake more people up. No, I'm not on drugs. No, the Islamic Green Party wants to legalize heroin, cocaine, and all that. So maybe you better ask them and redirect that to them, Ellie. Okay, about their drug issues. Okay, I don't have a drug issue, and if you want any help with any issues like this, please feel free to, you know, ask. Hello, Big Simon. Nice. Say hello to you, mate. Exactly, Doka. Just to break it for a while and give some breathing space, slow everything down, because we're time's running out, and it's running out fast, and time waits for no one. Just tuned in. What's the point of this? You had something you wanted to say before you go live. Yeah, it was what I said on my post, okay, to talk about this week's events. You know, whatsoever worrying about people. Talk about conventions, the refugee conventions, what our Home Secretary said today, you know, just what's happening in our lovely, beautiful land. So, what's your problem? You know, if you don't like it, uh, leave. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. 4Q481, you're faceless, and here we go again. Yeah, Mod's got principles. I agree with you there on that one. Well, I agree with you. Yeah, that's what attracted me. That, and I think it was a lot to do with the film. Was it Quadrophenia? Yeah, and I've always liked Vespers. Punks are not going. No, they're not going around doing much nowadays, do they? I mean, you see the occasional punk, didn't you? Usually hanging around. There's one called Zombie Punk, prime example, that's plotted up in Camden in London. Yeah, they're usually pissheads, spackheads, and raving loony socialists now. That's what they've actually turned into. They've been so oppressed and stood on their principles and their anti-establishment. It's gone fucking totally nuts. Thank you, Doka. Thank you. The Greens have been infiltrated by Islam, just like Labour. Hence why Labour's doing the stupidness that they're doing now. It surprised me, Sharon, if Polanski did, mate. I mean, Starmer. I don't know what it is with that man. I don't know. I don't know with him. I just feel like he'd rather fall over the ashes. Yes, legalise. So you deleted that message, Sharon. If it's something too serious and like nickable, you know what? We play them at their own game. Screenshot it, guys, and then send it to me, and I'll go and report them. As simple as that. We got to play them at their own game, right? They either keep coming into people's chats, private conversations. They're welcome in, but they want to come here and cause trouble. That says the whole lot about them. Okay, bunch of worthless pricks. And I tell you what, geezers, you see the boat? Why? You see this? Yeah? Okay? You see me walking down the street? Approach. You're that fucking hard. We'll do it old school. Yeah? Queensbury rules on the cobbles, and we'll have it. Right? There's no ifs or buts about that. Okay? I will not cower from no man. Ask anyone that's ever known me from my past. I do not cower. No, no, it don't happen. All right? Okay, one step back, two step forward all the time. Bloody idiots. Go and waste someone else's time or go and bloody have the dog give you a BJ, you moose. The old Greens were well-meaning do-gooders, but now it's a final family. Yes, exactly. And it was mainly boomers. And I just think because they were do-gooders and they were so trusting and so tolerant, that's exactly what's going to happen to the country, is exactly what happened to them. Yeah, date rape drugs. Yeah, you want to legalise that? What's all that about? Well, fuck you. As I said earlier, my friend, I really mean this, right? Okay, I didn't mean it to be a problem. I must have read it wrong, and I'm sorry if I offended you on that way. Because if you just wondered what that's about, that was a bit too harsh, and I will apologise for that. Okay. God, see what I mean? What are they? But you know what? They're really making my life look good. I'm telling you, I'm over the moon. Oh, I might invite all of them in. Should we do a bit of grifting, guys? Shall I just turn it all Palestinian in here? You know what I mean? Get my subs up to about 120,000 of delusional twats. You know what I mean? Can't see. They, for diversity and to look good and to speak to that person in their corner shop to really look good, that, you know, that person. You know what I mean? And they don't realise what's happening in the flats above. What are they doing to our kids? They're treacherous traitors. And when good wins and good always prevails, you evil buggeroonies shall face justice. No ifs or buts about it. And half of you are bloody wrong uns anyway. Hello, Ireland. Hello, how are you? Beautiful Isle. As I was saying earlier, I'm 50% Irish, so I love you dearly. And we're keeping up with what's. Yeah, you've been sold out. You've been sold out by a nationalist party as well. I mean, all of them. I mean, what's been looking into my Irish history, by the way, Sam, David, and to see with my Irish friends and to hear that they've just come back and what where my family come from and the state of it, it's just heartbreaking. And that's what I'll say. And I feel that we've all got to do this because you've got to remember a lot of people that speak like me, generationals. We're like 2 or 3 generations of Republic of Ireland guys. You know what I mean? We've got a history, and on this one, we've got to put all our shit. We've got to leave it at the front door. You know what I mean? We've all got to come in, all break bread, and go right. We've got a common enemy here, just like the left do. Right? Make unholy alliances. I mean, I know it's a lot harder for you guys, and I really do understand that. But this one, we're all in it because you know what? If one goes down, we're all going down. It's as simple as that. And that goes for you as well. And to be honest, I watch Ireland very closely, and especially the counties, because I'm waiting for the time for them men to finally say enough is enough. And then them mad lunatics that are bringing this misery upon these shores will get the hardest lesson. Uh, the hardest lesson, I think they will realise exactly what certain hads mean. Can you do me a favour? What, 2 gear, all the gear? No, I got Starling. Bit partial to the toot and a rent boy. Guaranteed. It's what it says on the tin. The geezer takes it up the backy. It's a shirt lifter. You need a don't understand what you're talking about here. Beazle, Bud, and Saturn. And so, fuck Saturn, fuck them all. That's all I'd say, right? I believe in one God. That's self-preservation, my family, my fucking kids, my country. And if God's coming, will he fucking hurry up and rescue us? If not, shut up. You just think or just thinking? I think, I keep on thinking, and then I speak. What do you do? So like the Palestinians be sober for millennia, innit? It ain't even been around for a millennia, you fucking idiot. Just put it on, put it in grok. Oh, man, give yourself a little history lesson. Might do yourself the world of good. Yeah, traitors, yeah, everyone's a traitor, mate. I'll tell you, and there's plenty amongst our own, and you're going to get it double hard. Double hard. So, Mr. Jozo, if you are on that left side, be very careful where you're fucking stepping, young man, because I don't give a shit. I don't get paid for this, right? And I'll just jog on. But I can guarantee you one thing. I'll become your worst fucking nightmare. So jog on. Now, Sharon, would you please remove the mug? What's wrong with them? Oh, man, what's wrong with them? They want a straightener. We'll arrange a straightener. They are Doka, mate. Where are they all coming from? Do you know what, right? I've been watching everyone. I go across the whole board. Right, open mind and all that. Okay. And there is, everyone is getting it from all directions. Now, there's all the buzzwords. It's the same old bollocks, right? Okay. And what you got to get round your nut, you little left-hard pricks, right? Excuse me. I'm sorry. I might get struck off for this, but this is true Brits territory. Okay. This is a Christian land. Right, we've got rules and regulations, and you have got to abide by them. And if you do not, you shall be removed. It's as simple as that. Now, all you leftards that go on about it, if you're so bloody hard and so committed to the cause, get on a plane, go to Gaza, do what you've got to do. Maybe do a little vlog on there and let us know how you're getting on. Okay, until such time. Carry on hiding, dicks. I'm sorry about this, guys, but you know, they talk to you like you're a donut, right? Oh yeah, I may wear glasses, but when I take these off, mate, I'm like Superman when I come out of that fucking telephone box. You don't want to mess. You don't want to mess with us old boys either. You know what I mean? Because you'll get extreme. 2 seconds, telling off. So, I need a fag break. No lube, yeah, definitely. No one's coming to help us. It's up to us Brits. Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. It's up to us Brits. So what's right with them? Exactly, man. What? I honestly think there's a big like, I don't know what they call it, psychops. I think there's a mass bots because, like, I watched Paul, for instance, yeah, and he invited them on. He opened up the lines. No one would come on. No one would come on. No one would face him. They've got no substance to their arguments. And then they've got to try to cheek to tell us that they ain't. But for your people, imagine, I've got plenty to talk about. Plenty. I write my notes before I come. Okay? But sometimes you don't speak about what you write about because you get pivoted by plonkers like your good self that come on and try giving it uno largio when we all know you're an uno wankio. come to mine, because I don't give a shit. And I'll tell you that now. You're all going home. Okay? I'm a true Brit, and I stand with all the true Brit. And do you know, agree with me as well before you start, you left-wing twats. All my ethnic mates, yeah. All my black mates, all my Pakistani mates, all my Indian mates, yeah. People that I've fought shoulder to shoulder with. They're all with me. Fucking dare ya. Dare ya. Dare ya. I'll tell you what, next time I'm down in my old manor in Tottenham, come and give it to me on my manor, eh? Bet you wouldn't even go down there because you're too scared. You're not cut from my cloth, so don't even get back in your lane, you little mugs. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Oh, calm down, Lee. Calm down. That is. Yeah. Look at this, Debbie Atty. You are a donut. What sort of donut? Am I an iced one? Or what? Because what you are, darling, is someone that is going to get a very short, sharp shock awakening. And when that time comes, this donut and other donuts like my good self won't be here to help you, mug. All right? So get her gone. I'll tell you what, Doka, I think we could do a little bit with our old youth cults coming back, because this is what all these mugs and all these people forget about what we used to do. You know what I mean? They don't even know the understanding of tear up. They don't even know what it's about. They think it's all about a blade. Eh? All about a blade, you twats. Colin, man, nice to see you. Oh no, Colin. Oh, I'm going away. I'm going away. I'm just giving a little bit back and forth to a few idiots that you get on. You know, nothing to worry about, mate. If I was worried about it, I'd be hiding behind my sofa like they are. You know what I mean? Those mugs don't bother me. They don't bother me. And I'll tell you this now. Any of you mugs, I don't fight violence. I don't want violence. I do not want violence. But you fucking come to me, you're gonna get searched. You'll be walking down the valley of death. Guarantee it. Promise. You know what I mean? Just saying, thinking out loud, my opinion. If I get attacked by anyone, you're getting it double. Because I believe an eye for an eye and fight fire with fire. And I'll die on it as well. Doka, they couldn't organise a bunk up in a brothel, mate. They are nothing but a disgrace, traitor, infiltrated, and we need them dragged out of government. It's not really about voting them out. I mean, the time is coming now. When do we get these bastards? When do we go in now, take over that parliament, our military, the powers of police be, arrest all the top officers, arrest everyone, nick them all, and your Green Party. We'll do a financial audit on that one, shall we? You know what I mean? See how much has spunked on drugs. And that geezer that wants to all this hardcore drugs, he looks like a meth head, doesn't he, with his big gap teeth? Fucking mug. Don't like losing it, guys, but we're here for a reason. We're here for a cause, right? We may be one man's enemies, but we're another man's freedom fighter. But we're here for a reason. We're not here to just fucking waste time. These people are here to compromise, to undermine, and they're doing it to everyone across the board. No matter who you are, if you love them, you hate them, they're getting it. And it's the same individuals that are popping up here and there. And they can't argue back because they ain't got an argument, because most of them are wrong uns. And to be honest, the more it goes on, right, I will be voting low. Yeah, I'm voting strategically, and I think a general election is going to be called like in the next 2 or 3 months, personally, because this government, if they're not nicked, there'll be something's going to happen. I think reform will get the gig first off, because they've got the momentum and they've got it. They've got it already there, haven't they? They're ahead. But once they're in, they can't balls up because it'll be all eyes on. But at that same time, hopefully the rest of the right can consolidate, make something for Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib to be ideally, and get UKIP in there maybe, and get them guys all working as a team, set up a party, like a coalition, and become the opposition, if anything. And if Reform don't do what they say, and we're not happy with Reform, Lowe takes the seat. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we all want. But there again, who's to say that all the silent voters, the masses of people that don't get up usually, but they all came out for Brexit, who's to say they ain't going to come out for Lowe? You know what I mean? And this is what the left are petrified of, because they're going to get their asses kicked once again. All right? The only way they win anything is by cheating. All right? Okay? Even down to that Galton and Denton thing, it was cheating. They can't do it by the books. We should ban postal voting, and we should stop the welfare. And as we're talking about that as well, okay, I've got an idea for Mrs. Mahmood, as I was saying. What we could do to free up resources, money, and get rid of a lot of these people is ban Pakistani visas, stop all incomings, and have a look into them, because they've been taking the piss out of that angle for a very long time. All their prisoners, they can have that back. If not, we'll stop all their foreign aid and everything that goes with it. Okay, everyone on the terror list can go. Okay, all grooming gangs, right? All members that are partaking in that, okay, whose family has been complicit in hiding it, all to go. No ifs or buts about it. Okay, just turn off the welfare. Turn off the welfare. Not say we give you 40 grand to go back. Turn off the welfare, right? And then there's another great idea here, Mrs. Mahmood, right? You get a lot of these people that come to this country, and quite obviously you thought we might have forgotten about this, but they come here fleeing terror. I'm a refugee, I'm going to get murdered because of my beliefs or my sexuality in this such land. Then they get gained asylum, they get a council house, they get this, they get that, they get business grants, they get this, they get healthcare, they get the whole lot, right? Then comes round summer. Why do them people fly back to them said countries? So what you've got to do is tighten up the airport security, and when everyone's going out to all of your Pakistan and all that came in there, they're fleeing, put their names up against the counterbase, and that's one way of keeping them out. That's minimum. That don't cost 40 grand, does it? I mean, it's so bloody simple, isn't it? But you're not letting it be simple. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that was my opinion on that one, guys. They haven't realised that yet because they are weak in the head of weak. It's called the brain disease. They can call me what they like. They get personal. They get everything. I mean, you should have heard the shit that I got when I had cancer. Wish your death upon me. I mean, you know, these half-wits have no balls, even they know that. Yeah, mate, you know it, man. They've got no gonads, mate. You know what I mean? And listen, right, might as well get them out now, because if the push comes to the shove and we need frontliners, we don't need them arseholes near us, do we? You know what I mean? I'd rather have 10 good men than 1,000 of them all day long. Give me 10 men. You know what I mean? Do more damage than 1,000 of them. I bet they've all had furry days where they all piss and that in cat litter trays. Exactly, Doka, mate. I think everyone's over the target. I think they've all been worked out. Their masks are slipping, they're shitting themselves, and they're doing their best to do what they can. But be treading on me. Ain't going to stop me, guys. I don't get paid. You know what I mean? If people wish to buy me a coffee, they can. Please do. That funds the operation. But the bigger I get, the more I will become a pain in your ass. It's as simple as that. And you don't scare me. You don't scare me. Threats don't scare me. Right? And here's another way I work as well. You can ask people that know me. Right? You threaten my family, right? That's against the rules. And then with that comes consequences. And I don't go to the police, mugs. Okay? But people will be getting visited. Guarantee that. Guarantee you. So don't even go there with me. Okay? Now, do you think these guys have got this now, people, before I've... Because if the old Bill come round, old Bill, before you come round, check my record and you will know. Come round very gently. Okay? All right? Mugs. Yeah, Marty's talking about to the troll show. Marty's one of us, mate. Marty's good as gold. Yeah, exactly, Marty, man. It's good for the channel, guys. Keep on sharing. Thumbs up, yeah, mugs. They're the ones you do not wait for if anything goes wrong. They're the ones you leave behind, okay? Right? Because there's no talking to them, there's no helping them. And what they got, what it comes to a time, it's like an alcoholic. If they can't help themselves, fuck them. You know what I mean? And they will end up like an alcoholic does when they don't seek help. Right? Brown bread. Exactly. They can't debate. They just hate. I find it quite amusing. I don't like it when I'm ill. I don't like it when I have panic attacks. But when they know that you're like that, okay, they come in and they try to go harder. But what they don't realise is me having a panic attack and building up my strength and giving it back to them is helping me psychologically. It's building up my confidence. And I will say that in a court of law also. Okay, it's good for my mental health, not to be coward, but to be strong, be truthful, be firm with what you say, and be willing to be corrected if need be. But do not tolerate mugs and speak to only people that you bloody trust. The rest, fucking ain't. I'll tell you what, guys, you know what? The people that are in the chat here now, I'll do with you lot here. I mean, how these dudes put up with thousands of people in their chat giving them shit. I really don't know. I really don't know. No wonder. I mean, I'm not his biggest #1 fan, as you know, Shaman. Like, no wonder Paul looks tired and ill sometimes. You know that? Has he earned this? No, he bloody hasn't. You know what I mean? But all the old Pakistani grooming gangs, they're all looking chilled out, and they in their flip flops. Yeah, Doka, that's exactly right. That's Marty, man. Marty's one of us, mate, all the time. You think the right cares about anyone who's not rich? I believe that there's a serious class problem here, Barry, mate. I think the rich and the elites are mainly part of the problem, mate. You know what I mean? If you look back on past lives or videos and that, they're all the same fella, mate. You know what I mean? And they're playing us all. That's the worst thing, mate. They're playing all of us. You know what I mean? They're playing all of us, and it's all the rich bastards that are sat back there watching us minion, us ants that they don't care about. We're just slaves. That's all, mate. That's all. You know what I mean? So I do not think the right it is the sun shines out of their arse. No, 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 mate. I really don't. All I want is what's right for the law and order. Decent country. Let's rewind it back a bit, eh? To like pre-Blair. Get everything that prick done. Investigate the previous mob, because I think go back as far as Heath. You know what I mean? But you know, and what do they all do? Line their pockets, mate. I mean, where are they getting all the money? They're getting it from the rich, who are doing all the nonsense, who are doing all that wrong and stuff, who's covering it all up? The rich. You know what I mean? It ain't all about grooming gangs. So much more. The whole place is a cabal of wrong uns. And they play the left against the right against the left. And then they put all these bots and psychops and all that, and it just gets stupid. And exactly right, Labour don't care about the working man, do they? It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? They don't give a shit about the working man. They don't really care about wealth because they're allowing wealth to leave this country on a daily. I think it's about 150 or 120 odd a day wealth creators leave our land. And we get about 1,200, 600, maybe 200 undocumented males. But hey ho, the joys. Totally. Yes, Doka, they're coming here to harvest the welfare system. So, I mean, her standing up there and saying, we'll give you 40 grand to come back. I mean, everyone's coming, would you? I would. Can't blame them. You know what I mean? They're on an earner. What other nutty nation's going to do that? Get on that. You know what I mean? Cut that welfare off. Stop people like her. Get her out. She's not even, shouldn't be in our parliament, right? Get her out, right? And stop all of this giving away our money and this human rights crap. Right, we're going to the British human rights. It should have happened when we left Brexit, not the European Court of Human Rights. Okay, it's our country, it's our laws. We're not in Europe. If you want European laws, piss off over to France. Simple as that. And that goes to you left that keep going on about Brexit. Yeah, if you don't like it, go and live in Europe. Go and enjoy yourself in Germany. I tell you, Marty, I reckon the day is coming. Oh, sorry, what's this one? I reckon the day is coming where the money is going to run out, and then you're going to get all of the people that have been sitting on their backsides doing nothing all these years are going to go berserk, and then the ship's going to really hit the fan, if they, as they say, you know what I mean? Do I scare you, Lee Sharon? Only when in makeup. But no, you don't, darling. I love you to bits, to be totally honest with you. I like you. I've got to be a lot of time for you, my girl. You were there through my fight. You've always been staunch, like Marty, like Colin. I've got a lot of time and respect for certain fair amount of you. And also, yeah, it's my channel. Yeah, it's my boat on here, but it's all of us. It's our community, man. And that's what I want. You know what I mean, everyone goes on about community, but believe me, go back to the videos from months ago. I was saying it long before that. It just gets me. I think I might start on one of the big boys and get a whole load of grief. Get some more subs. Yeah, they are. They're all cowards. Yeah, it's nice to see Colin there, man. Nice to see. And you, Marty, to be honest. I ain't seen you for a while. And nice to see someone there ruined someone else's home. Yeah, exactly. I love some of these names, man. Mate, do you know Ruin? I don't know what to call you, Ruin. Right? I'm just going to say Ruin because otherwise, honestly, mate, I'll be talking in tongues. But there's 600 and something MPs in there in that big house, right? And that's not the upper chamber as well, right? But we'll just stick with that big house. That Labour side, just the Labour side, over 50 of them are convicted child offenders. All right. If you go through that house, whatever party, okay, it's full of wrong uns, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is where all the leftards are missing the picture. Armed pedos from old have got together with the new imported ones from Pakistan that have come over all them decades ago, all got paddy, and all into the same thing. And that's how it's carried on. And that's why it's been covered up, because they're all in it. Because when they say, you talk about, you're being racist. No. What it is, that is the biggest deflection of it all. It ain't about being racist. It was racist attacks. They were targeted because of their colour and their race, fact. But the majority of people involved in this are all ethnicities, guys. People in power, of bill, solicitors, lawyers, social workers, community leaders. You know what I mean? Men of the book. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And then they play us all off to each other, start wars and start this and that. So we don't talk about what's going on. It's lovely to have you all back, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a short one. I thought it was going to be a disaster. And I'll do one next week, and I'll have it on the other way, and I'll have it all sorted out properly. But yeah, what we should do, yeah, we should have it back to the 80s, end off. Yeah, man, no problem with that. If we're in Britain, there's always been a classified like Japan. Yes, so I think that's got to be taken away. And the commie shit, yeah, I don't like that either. Oh, I just want to just be able to make your own wealth, crack on. You know what I mean? Now your kids are safe, they're safely at school, nothing to worry about, unless there's a mad disaster, but that we have had in the past, not from these individuals, from our own. You know what I mean? I miss the 80s. I miss the 80s, eh? The government, yeah, pinged you know, the government give you nothing. This government's crazy, man, to be honest. I actually really believe the government to be compromised completely by Islam and communism. I feel that the arrest of the Labour MP's husband for spying for the Chinese, for his visit to China, for the new super embassy to be built where it's being built, for the case to collapse of the Chinese spies only a couple of months ago, all the cover-ups with him. I well and truly believe that our orders and our government is sitting in Beijing. Yeah, it's fallen, Marty, but sometimes you had to hit rock bottom to get back up again, and that's what I think that's happening now. I think that the people are finally thinking, fuck, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. I know people that won't even get on a public bus because all they've got is these foreigners on their phones going, you know what I mean? They can't handle it. It's driving them mad. You know what I mean? We don't have to do nothing. We just be all right. Just keep giving rows to the occasional left-tard. Oh, there's some typos in my last post. Must be shitting because of all the lefties on there. His bottle's gone. His bottle's gone. Yeah, mate. I don't think we ever got Brexit. Well, I think it was the biggest scam known to mankind, and all we ended up doing was sort of officially, unofficially coming out, while at the same time giving them billions of pounds. Wonder where all that went, Matt Hancock and co and Mr. Boris. They've all got to go to jail, the whole lot of them. Yeah, Doka, mate. With Starmer, we'll go back. But as I say, when Starmer gets overthrown or removed forcefully by the police or the army, everything that he's touched will be null and void. I think everything from, I would say, just John Major, Brown, and a lot of them, everything that they've touched, perverse. None and void. No deals to anyone. Nothing's happening. These bastards were all corrupted. They were taking backhanders. These are all none and void. End off. If you don't like it, fuck it. We'll whack you tariffs on you. That's what Big Don does. Don't like it. Tariffs. Yeah, it never happens, Sharon. Labour Party of Peace, definitely sick. They are all, but hopefully we'll get them out politically. We will, Marty. Don't worry about that. We will. Uh, yeah, Harry. We did, mate. We bloody did. And they didn't want us to join, did they, mate? Well, I mean, and there's a lot of bit of skullduggery went on with that as well, with the old common market there, my old mate. Yeah, different days, but you got very good point there, sir. Go for it, Sharon. Why not, love? Why not? Harry, I think Brexit was a mistake. Well, I mean, that's why we went to the vote, and everyone's got their own opinion on it. But me, to be personally, I believe in sovereignty. I believe in alliances, unions, like the United Kingdom, but I believe in sovereignties, and I don't like unelected officials from foreign lands laying down what we can and can't do in our country, making up the rules and us paying for them to do it. It's as simple as that. We all voted en masse to leave. Okay, we should have had trade deals set up with every other country in the world. Okay, we should have had our factories being opened and we started production and getting work for people instead of everything going over to Germany and to Europe, where Europe is building factories and taking all the jobs. Europe is a dictatorship. Europe is dangerous, and Europe are starting on the Russians and trying to get us into a war. Best thing we could ever do is just distance ourselves from Europe. And by the way, what do Europe do for us? Yes, that's right. They usher all the mad, bloody illegals our way, don't they? They don't care about us. They only want us there to ban them out. It is designed to struggle to leave. It's more or less impossible to leave it. I have to build a long work site for a while. I'm lucky living in the share where it's about. Yeah, Doka, but don't worry, mate. They're creeping in, mate. They're creeping in. They're spreading them out. They're spreading them out. Do you want to British military to join the Iran? No, I fucking don't. I want the British military back here and deployed protecting our borders and clearing up our streets, mate. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing to do with Iran. I don't want nothing to do with it. This is where you're all going wrong. This is where the division's coming in. It's not my war. I care about what's happening in this shire, in this country, with our people. Okay? Right? If they start lobbing things at them, we lob things back. But at the moment, what are we lobbing back? Beanbags. You know what I mean? We're a laughing joke, and we've got to get back in our lane as a country and realise there's no empire here. All right? There's nothing. All them days are gone. For fuck's sake. Exactly. Exactly. We have zero friends in you. They don't care about us. Hello, Alan. He did Doka. He bloody did, didn't he? Hey, after we got his country back for the bastard, but we didn't want him to be leader, and he forced that on us, didn't he? Trump has something on KS. Oh, I can't read the rest of that. On KS. Oh, KS, oh, go, Bent Boy Man. Oh, who hasn't got anything on him? I'm surprised he ain't been on him. You know what I mean? Everyone else has. That's the part. That's exactly right, Dokar. That's exactly right. I'd say leave them be, but we can't have them. We can't have those sort of mad people with nuclear weapons. You know what I mean? you may as well let the Moors murderers open up a nursery. Totally doker. No, I never voted Labour, mate. No, never voted fucking Labour. I lived in a Labour borough from the fucking 0 year dot. Haringey Council, yeah. Nah, I've always been Tory. Yeah. Exactly. We would all be, we'd be toast right now. They'd have been gone already. Labour ain't fixing immigration. They're fueling it. They're part of the immigration problem. They are the gang they can't smash, the gang they keep flinging money at. What do you think it is? Macron and Keir, when they're intertwined in their lover's den, they go, oh, look, we've got 150 million, 700 million quid out of these. I like to think they sort the boats. So buy a few new dinghies and we keep the rest for our little island. Yeah, it is all planned. I think they're going to replace us. Ain't going to happen, mate. Ain't going to happen. Yeah, Leonard Cohen's song, The Party Sound. Read it. That's exactly where I'm coming from. They could come streaming over the borders, but I won't be able to surrender. No. No matter whatever happens, it ain't happening. Archway. My little girl was born there. Was you born at the Whitton, mate? Whitton Hospital. That's where my eldest girl was born. Oh, and Rod Stewart. The Archway Arms, I used to have a fair few beers in there. The old boy, Irish fella upstairs, he had the Rottweilers and that. And yeah, he had some nice dogs and he liked mine. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Yeah, they do, Doka. They send them right back, mate. That says it all, Colin, doesn't it, eh? You know what I mean? Could you imagine that we get rid of that? We don't want it. And they can say this and they can say that, but no. As Winston Churchill's, Islam in a man is like rabies in a man. It's no good for us, mate. So they've got to go. I mean, they got rid of XL bullies, didn't they? Because they were attacking kids and all that. But they can't get rid of this mob, and they're attacking women and children on a daily. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine all our young children having to be able to get an house? You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, I'm glad to love you and leave you. We've had a wonderful night, but I think they're definitely going to. They think they're winning at the moment. They're giving it large all over the internet, and this government allows it. And all these lefties coming here giving me that, while them lot are saying they've taken over their homeland. How soft and weak are these people? How cowards! Cowards! Sacrifice your children. You know what I mean? Because you think you're Labour. Donuts. But anyway, guys, glad to love you and leave you. Okay. I enjoyed this live. I'm sorry it's the wrong way round, upside down, inside out. I'm sorry about all the buffoons that come on. Hello, Alan. And I'll catch you on the next one. So please all take care. God bless. And good night. It's working, isn't it?